we say hello to Holly.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field? The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. So Mississippi State's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Bluff Bothwell found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. He rifles one deep down the right side. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
On third down, he drops to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Makes a grab. Breaks into the open. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the counter. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Makes the grab. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The Bulldogs look to keep this drive humming. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Out wide right, it's Johnson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Gets the back moving. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And they'll get nothing going on this one either, at least back to the line of scrimmage, but it is 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down. 12-yard line. The Commodores offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. It's Alexander. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Moving the pocket, it's Carter. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Takes it on the shovel. Sweet cut there. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Commodores will punt this one away. Making his first move. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run him again. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games. Just because of the body blow effect.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Here's a give to Bothwell. Enough to move the chains. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks and first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
He's got it. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Taylor wants to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Left side, it's West. Touchdown, Bulldogs! A great catch and run for 6. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. A long way to go for this offense. Complete to start this drive. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Keeps it moving, it's Alexander. Not much there, he gets 1 to the 11.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Alexander. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Commodores will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. They'll stop play here to tend to the injured Commodore. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Taylor wants to throw it. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Going long. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Drops back on 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll try to do it himself. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
That has to sting as a defense. In a third and obvious passing situation, you're going against this dual threat quarterback you know can scramble, right? You've got to have somebody at home either spying him or mirroring him, expecting that to happen. That time, the defense wasn't in the right position, and the quarterback absolutely killed them with his legs, picking up the first down.
Selling the fake. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
180, raise call. 180, raise call.
Give to the back. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible.
Trying to get behind the defense. And that ball is caught. One hand grab. And the Commodores want to pick up the tempo. How about that one soft mitt stopping the revolutions on that one and nestling it in softly?
Yeah, you see receivers practice this all week long on the jugs machine. It's another thing, though, to do it in a game with a guy covering you and the crowd noise. What a play.
He's down right there, short gain on the grab. The hurry up now, 2nd down, caught ticking. Looking downfield, it's Carter. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one at that time.
Man, as a quarterback, you gotta be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Looking for a gap, it's Alexander. Stop, goal by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Going to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Evans. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Making the adjustment. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting the hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Deep in the end zone, it's Barnett. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
I caught up with the Mississippi State head coach at the half. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. He's going for the big play.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Taylor wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here. When it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
And he's brought down after a short gain. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Trying to make magic. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Fresh set of downs going up top. Just not enough on that one.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for us.
Sets his feet. It's Carter. Left side is Sherrill. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Commodores line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. On the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Fluff Bothwell again. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. 2nd and long here. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Moves the pocket. It's Carter. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Right side, it's Johnson. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Motion from the wideout. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Adams. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the 1st half. 2nd half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football. Man, I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. You have field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Taylor wants to throw. Just got rid of that one.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Out wide right, it's West. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd down, here's Bothwell. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Snap in the shotgun. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Tells the run, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Just barely got rid of it.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Looking for room, it's Alexander. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Back to throw, it's Carter. The screen, he's got wheels. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Here comes the heat. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on fourth. He lobs one high down the left side. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter. This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number one. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run game.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. Looking downfield, it's Carter. Oh, pressure's coming. Got a man in the middle. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Holds on, it's Adams. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on, so that moving forward, this offense has...
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations. With this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He marched 78 yards down the field, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Turns up, it's Williams. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9.
Blue 22.
They'll give it to Fluff. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. The ride. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. Timeout taken by Vanderbilt. That's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, you know, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Carter. He'll pull it down. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play. And the Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. From the gun, looking for a man. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Wants to throw again. Took a shot as he threw. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Needs it here on 4th down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Vanderbilt takes his third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Kick is in the air. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Long way to go on second down. Looking for a man. It's Carter. Under pressure. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand.